Hi friends, welcome to another episode of Dr. HR Different Strokes. I hope all of you are really doing good and are safe. Resumes and interviews are all sales pitches. Candidates craft their message carefully, emphasizing their strengths and accomplishments, and often tend to hide the weaknesses. Most candidates fudge the truth a bit. So the big question is there a way how we can really get insights about a candidate? Definitely yes. There are numerous techniques. We do culture fitment exercise, we do reference checks, we do so many other stuff just to find out how a candidate is likely to behave and whether there would be fitment, whether he would be successful in the role that we had to offer. A thorough reference check hence will give you that accurate portrait of the candidate. Done right, reference checks are invaluable. Done poorly, they are of no use. Today we are going to talk in detail the relevance of reference checks in our executive hiring processes. Reference checks verify the information candidate has provided and can definitely help you assess the candidate's potential for success in a specific position. Friends, in today's session, I'll share my point of view around host of questions related to reference checks, whether it is a true value addition or it's a waste of time. Normally people ask, what is the right time to initiate this reference check process? Whether it is in the beginning of the process or towards the end when you have already zeroed down 2 or 3 strong candidates and you want to know more about them. As a practitioner, when I come across profiles, definitely I try and know more about the candidates through social media, through LinkedIn. That helps you in understanding who is the candidate you are going to interview. But as far as the formal reference check process is concerned, normally I prefer to do it towards the end. People also ask who should do those reference checks, whether it is your internal HR stroke talent acquisition partners, is it the hiring manager, or if in some cases the position is given to an external talent acquisition partner, whether they should be doing this reference check. Friends, in my experience, I strongly believe reference check is the hiring manager's job. And here are my logic. Number one, if reference checks are done by talent acquisition partner, then there is conflict of interest. Talent acquisition would definitely want to close positions ASAP because there is a TAT and there are other pressures. External talent acquisition partners, similarly, they also have an interest involved in the process, and hence strongly my recommendation would be all hiring managers got to be held accountable. They need to show genuine interest in running those reference checks successfully if they truly want any value addition to happen. There are also 2 types of reference check process. One we call front door reference, wherein the references are provided by the candidate himself or herself, wherein the managers would be expecting a call from you and normally you find positive feedback most of the times. On the contrary, you have something called backdoor references, wherein you make all out effort to find out more about the candidate. One thing got to be kept in our mind all the time is before you actually arrive at a final stage, if you tend to reach out to the managers of an incumbent, of a candidate, then ethically it might not be the right thing to do. Why? Because everybody would get to know as the candidate was looking for some sort of a opportunity outside your organization. Hence, my recommendation is please do that only when you have made up your mind that yes, you want to move ahead. How reliable are those references? in the entire hiring process. References can be inaccurate even if it's not an intentional lie. Hence, my recommendation is purely based on reference check. Do not make a hiring decision. This is indicative in nature. This can provide you few critical insights and it should really help you out in making an informed decision. But only basis reference check, I would not recommend you to make a hiring call. Interestingly, we also come across check the box kind of a mentality, meaning as a process, we have to do this reference check and hence I have done, but it doesn't really matter. In such scenario, this is complete waste of time. Some managers also believe reference check is a great control mechanism. I'm sure you would have come across statements, let's not burn bridges. Let's go for a graceful exit. Don't create problems for anybody because, hey, you know what? There are reference check processes. Even after you leave, if your behavior at the time of leaving is not good, then we would simply not be in a position to give a clear and a positive reference. These are also the instruments which few managers use to make sure their behavior is kept under control. Now, it sounds funny, but yes, that is what is also the reality. Friends, checking references the right way takes effort, time, and willingness to cold call few people who may not want to talk to you at all. But if you are very sure why you want to do reference checks, what insights you want to gather from those discussions about the candidate, by all means, it has a lot of merit in doing that. If you do not know the purpose why you are doing, if you feel this is a control mechanism, if you feel this is a tick in the box kind of an activity, then it's better not to go that route. Please feel free to share your experiences around today's topic and thank you so much for your patience. Please also like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dr. HR, for more interesting content.